The Brooklyn Nets may actually be one of the harder teams to rebuild in NBA 2K24. Now, they have a stud Mikal Bridges on a great contract, 27 years old, but Nick Claxton, their second most important player, is a pending free agent. Are you going to give $25+ million to a 25-year-old center who can't really create his own shot? They really lack, promising young talent after Claxton. Like, Cam Johnson's 27. Cam Thomas has been inconsistent throughout his career at 22 years old. They just drafted Noah Clowney and Dariq Whitehead. We're going to have them both in the G League. And yeah, they don't own their 2024 first round pick. They have a swap worst with Houston in 2025, do not own their 2026 first round pick, and have another swap worst with Houston in 2027. So for the next 4 seasons, the Nets are pretty much chalked in the draft when it comes to their own picks. And yeah, I don't think this team is better than some other teams in the Eastern Conference, just looking at it on paper. Philly's better, Milwaukee's better, Cleveland's better, Boston's better, Atlanta's better in my opinion, Miami, that's 6, the Knicks are 7. You can make a good argument that Toronto and Chicago are better. Is Indiana, Orlando going to be better than them this year? One Mikal Bridges injury and this team is screwed. So yeah, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Let's hope that doesn't happen today and Mikal Bridges is healthy throughout the video. But yeah, we're going to be rebuilding the Brooklyn Nets. This is the starting 5 for this year. Spencer Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Claxton in the starting 5, with Cameron Thomas, Ben Simmons, who's a huge wild card in this rebuild, as the 7th man, Lonnie Walker 8th man, Royce O'Neal, and Trendon Watford wrapping out the 9-man rotation for now. DSJ, Baisley, and Sharp will get in if injuries do occur. We're 3.5 star balance. Jacque Vaughn is still our head coach. And yeah, we don't want to tank this year because we do not have our first round pick. We do have some free agents at the end of the year as well. I just mentioned Nick Claxton a little bit before. He's a free agent, restricted. Dinwiddie, we're going to get his $20 million off the books. Royce O'Neal's $10 million off the books. DSJ, Lonnie Walker, Baisley, and Trendon Watford are free agents as well. So besides Ben Simmons, this team doesn't really have any bad contracts. Finney-Smith for $15 million in 2026 could hurt us a little bit, but I'm content with the Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges contracts, and obviously the Bridges contract. But the Nets also did sign Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant in the 2019 offseason. James Harden wanted to come to Brooklyn, so we're still a respectable free agency destination, I would say. But we definitely have to turn this team around. First game of the season's at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we pick up a victory by 20 points. Cam Thomas could also be a wild card in this, puts up 24 points in 21 minutes. Mikal Bridges, 23 points, 2 for 10 from 3. Nick Claxton, 18, 13, and 4 blocks. We'll see how Dinwiddie performs as well. Is he going to be inefficient throughout the year and more of a scorer than a passer? We do lose by 13 to the Dallas Mavericks in the second game of the season. Road game here against the Charlotte Hornets, and we pick up a 12-point victory. Mikal Bridges with 29 points and 4 steals. That's what I like to see. Big game from Nick Claxton as well. 15 and 10 for Dinwiddie. And I would be so excited to add any one of these prospects like Stephon Castle, Isaiah Collier, Ade Mara, Ron Holland, but it's just unfortunate that we won't have a top 10 pick. We are currently 7-13 at the moment through the first 20 games. We don't have any first round picks in this draft. We do have a couple Suns future first round picks though, which is nice from the Kevin Durant trade. And we should have a Mavericks first in there. I'll make sure to get it from the Kyrie trade. Mikal Bridges is currently leading the way. He's been super efficient, 65% true shooting percentage, 23.5 points a night, 3.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists. Dinwiddie has been pretty much as inefficient as I'd expect him to be, which is a shame. Cam Johnson is shooting 36% from 3, but not really efficient from the field or from the line. 78% is okay. Claxton's been good, averaging 3 blocks a night. Cam Thomas, 26% from 3 is tough. We'll see how Ben Simmons continues to perform. We've been lucky with injuries this year, but yeah, 7-13, we were definitely trending in the wrong direction. And there goes Dinwiddie. 1 to 2 months, torn right hand ligament. So, you know who's going to be the point guard going forward? Ben Simmons, because why the hell not? We will give Dennis Smith Jr. about 15 minutes a night now, and let's see what Ben Simmons can do in 32 minutes as the point guard. Yeah, we're 18-28 at the moment. Man, it really is a shame we aren't going to be getting our first round pick this year. I'd like to probably trade into the first round to get some more young talent on the squad, but at the deadline, I want to trade off some of our pieces like Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney-Smith, maybe even Dinwiddie as well, but I don't want to lose more games because I don't have my first round pick. So I don't know if I want to be a buyer right now, to use those Suns first round picks to maybe go out and get somebody. Does Mikal Bridges make the All-Star game? He does not. There's no first-time All-Stars here. Shea does make a second team with Halliburton. And let's see. If we win both these games, maybe I'll change my mind about being a buyer. We go 1 for 2. All right. No, I'm not trading Mikal Bridges for Aaron Gordon. We are currently at the trade deadline. We are 20-30 right now. Mikal Bridges has been very good. I think if I could move Dinwiddie, I will. I don't mind taking on long-term salary as this team is entering a weird stage for sure. We could re-sign Ben Simmons or Royce O'Neal at the moment. really know if I want to do that. If we take a look at the NBA standings, we could see that we are currently the 13th seed in the Eastern Conference. We are only 4 games back of the Pistons to at least make the play-in tournament. Oh boy, am I tempted to do this trade. We take on Jeremy Grant and his pretty rough contract, but it helps us, I think, like going forward, getting a good power forward to put between Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton, but I think I'm going to decline it. All right, I'm going to be doing this trade with Atlanta. We're giving them Royce O'Neal, we're getting Patty Mills, but we're getting the Kings lottery protected pick in this draft. So hey, if the Kings make the playoffs, we get a first round pick. This is from the Kevin Huerter trade, and we're giving them a swap horse we have from Philly. This was back from the James Harden, Ben Simmons trade. So let's agree to this. We lose that pick in 2028, but we get this pick in 2024. Let's just take a look at where the Kings are at the current moment. Are they going to make the playoffs? They could. All right, I'm going to try to do a trade with the Pelicans. Lonnie Walker, 24, just turned 25 years old, shooting 40 from 3, 88 from the line, 44 from the field, if you round up, and could be a good scorer, and it would definitely be an upgrade over Jonathan Goodwin. I do want a Milwaukee unprotected pick. I mean, what's this Lakers pick this year? I mean, it'd be a late first. I'd probably take the swap best with the Bucks. Do you have the Bucks 2025 unprotected? Could we get that for Lonnie Walker? I would throw in, I don't know if we have any seconds. I don't really know if we can get this trade to go through. They counter. They want the Sacramento pick. Would I sacrifice that for some Milwaukee future picks if I think Giannis could leave? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that 2027 first. Or would you give me the Lakers first round pick this year? I would do that for Lonnie Walker. They say no. They want a 2028. You know what? Yeah, we'll do a Phoenix swap, which is a swap S from the KD trade, a second, but we're also getting Milwaukee's 2027 unprotected first, which I think is more valuable than maybe that Suns a year later. So let's do that, and it helps me get another first-round pick in this draft. So I think we're doing well at the deadline, and trading away Royce O'Neal and Lonnie Walker shouldn't make us too bad going forward. We could look to pick up like a Jalen Noel, maybe a TJ Warren campaign, tank commander campaign. So I think I'm also going to call up Noah Clowney from the G League and call up Dariq Whitehead as well. I may look to move Darius Baisley, who might still have some trade value. And boom, I'm going to get a good trade here. We're giving up our 2026 second for a swap best from Utah. Cavs pick in 2028. They get Darius Baisley. We get Chris Dunn. I actually think that was a very good deadline from us, and we didn't make our team too much worse. All right, so yeah, it's going to be Simmons, Bridges, Johnson, Finney-Smith, Claxton starting 5, with Cam Thomas, Dinwiddie, Clowney, and Whitehead off the bench for the remainder of the season. I don't know how this team is going to do. We may struggle if Clowney and Whitehead just flat out suck, but we won our first game post-deadline. All right, 25 rebounds for Nick Claxton. Good lord. Any other major moves went down? Barnes was traded for Fournier in a second. Yep, there's Bradley Beal traded every year for Jordan Clarkson and John Collins. Okay. And then Yusuf Nurkic for Jakob Poeltl were both swapped. Yeah, the second half really hasn't gone our way. We're 24 and 42. It's going to hurt when our pick is number 1 and we're not even able to use it. Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Is anyone ever going to beat out Wemby for Rookie of the Year? Unless he gets hurt, I don't think I'm ever going to see it. Brogdon goes back-to-back in 6th Man of the Year. Nick Claxton. I have to resign him now. He just won DPOY, 2.7 blocks a night, 11.5 rebounds, 14.5 points. Paul Reed, Most Improved. Ja Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team, we have Jokic, Doncic, Trey, Giannis, and LeBron. You have a lot of J's here on All-NBA second team. Joel, James, Jason, and Ja. And then Devin. And then third team, we got LaMelo, Shea, Lillard, Domantas Sabonis. Cool. And Alperen Şengün. Did not expect to see either of those two names. Just Sabonis you don't see too often in 2K. Obviously, Nick Claxton's going to be on all defensive first team. And we see Ben Simmons on all defensive second team. So we have an elite defensive point guard, an elite defensive center, but we still couldn't even make the play-in tournament. Unless we somehow finishes the 10th seed, but no. All right, yeah. The Rockets are going to get a pretty nice first-round pick. We finished with the 3rd worst record in the Eastern Conference. I'm now hoping we don't get lucky in the lottery for the first time ever. The Raptors finished with the worst record in the East. Wow. The Kings pick is going to be in the lottery. I believe we also have the Lakers first round pick, and they are currently the 1 seed in the West. So here were the end of the season stats. Mikal Bridges, he's our number 1 going forward. 64% true shooting percentage, was elite. Nick Claxton, DPOY, gonna have to re-sign him for sure. Since I don't want to tank either, we're gonna re-sign him. Cam Johnson, didn't shoot well from the field, worst of his career. Shot all right from 3, but the worst of his career, 83% from the line. Hopefully he's better next year. Cam Thomas was solid. I think I might try to sell high on him this offseason. We'll see. Dinwiddie, unless it's for a cheap backup role, I don't really want Dinwiddie back. I think we're kind of done with Dinwiddie in Brooklyn. Ben Simmons, for $40 million, he's going to be back next year. Finney-Smith for $15 million. I might see if a team wants him for a good defensive power forward. And then Dariq Whitehead pretty much struggled. He was 19 though. He'll be 72 overall. Watford is a solid player and hopefully can come back. And then Noah Clowney averaged 3.3 points a night and was ass. All right, so let's see who wins the 2024 NBA Finals. Ja Morant, Western Conference Finals MVP, Embiid in the East, and the Sixers win in 5, with Harden being your Finals MVP. LeBron does retire, so does Lowry, Horford, Mike Conley, Rudy Gay, Russell Westbrook, Nick Batum. It's weird to see Russ retire like all the time after year one, because I feel like he's got at least more than one more year. I mean, you'd think the same with LeBron, but who knows how the 2024 season's going to go. So our pick is projected at number 4. Please, we don't need to watch this. Just let me get unlucky. Okay. Drops from 4 to 6. We'll take that. It makes me feel at least a little bit better. That Kings pick ended up being number 4. We could have looked to move that pick for a pick in this draft because it might have some value to it. And that Lakers pick we have is at number 28. We'll keep Jock Vaughn as our head coach for now. I'm going to try to get Josh Longstaff to be my top assistant. Going to give Luke Walton a deal to be an assistant also. All right, yeah. So we have the 28th pick that the Lakers have. We have the swap war. So unless we're bad and the Rockets are bad next year, that's probably not going to be a lottery pick. We have the Suns pick next year, which you never know. The Suns could be bad, so I'm kind of holding on to that. That Kings pick, we don't have any first in 2026. I may look to move that. I think I'm going to see if anybody falls that I really like. So let's just see. The Hornets are on the clock at number 1, and they take a Dave Mara. Wow, I was probably not going to draft him. I do want to get him in a rebuild soon. I haven't gotten him yet, but we do have Nick Claxton, or hopefully to bring him back, so I wasn't going to draft a center. Ron Holland goes number 2. That is a huge addition. They're going to have Holland, Siakam, and Barnes. I wonder if Siakam is gone. Siakam could be somebody we try to sign this offseason as well, since we can't tank. I've said that multiple times. That's kind of the story of the Nets rebuild, which makes it, I think, a nice challenge. The Spurs take Montes Buzelis, number 3. Isaiah Collier, 4. And then let's see who the Thunder take at 5, Justin Edwards. Okay, I was going to think to trade up for Justin Edwards if he did fall. 6 is Tyrese Proctor. I'm honestly fine with that being our pick because I don't think he has like a high ceiling at all, at least in these draft classes. Stephon Castleton ends up going to Minnesota. Indiana at 8, they take DJ Wagner. So like we could try to trade up for like Cody Williams, the brother of Jalen Williams out of Colorado. Izan Almanza would be a nice power forward too. So let's see who the Wizards take at 9, and they take Izan Almanza, damn it. All right, so would the Pistons be interested in a trade? What about if Oh, they have the Stepien role. God damn it. All right, don't take Cody Williams. Please don't take Cody Williams. Please don't take Cody Williams. You don't want to do it. I hate you so much. So the 2 players I wanted to take are literally go back to back. All right. I don't really want to trade it for Obi Klintman. Kobe Walter out of Baylor, and his name is Jacoby Walter. I don't know if there's like a name freeze, I don't know. There's some weird restrictions where you can't make these be somewhat accurate, like 100% accurate with these names, which is a 2K thing, not the roster creator things or the draft class creators. So let's see this Jacoby Walter go the next pick he does. F off. Knicks take Donovan Clingan at 12. I wasn't really trading up for a center. Mackenzie McBako goes. Kyle Filipowski goes. I'm not trading up for centers. We got the 15th overall pick being traded for Terry Rozier. All right. That's a nice trade, I think, for Charlotte. They take Riley Kugel. Might be Riley Kulig or someone like that, or maybe it's Kugel. All right. I want to see if I can move the 27th overall pick and Cam Thomas for Andrew Nembhard, who was pretty bad last year, but maybe kind of buy low on him. So let's see if they would accept this. I don't know if they have a... Would you give me 27? Or what pick do I have? I have 28, maybe? 28. Would they do this? They do not. They want first. I'm not giving you a first for TJ McConnell. I will not ask for the first from you. So Cam Thomas and a first for Andrew Nembhard, and they say yes to that. So that is definitely going to be a big risk, but I think Nembhard will help us win next year, and with Dinwiddie gone, he could just be another point guard option for us. So yeah, we didn't have any rookies in this class. The Pacers, with our first round pick, ended up taking Alex Sarr, which if I knew he was there, maybe I would have waited, or Zachary Rasacha, but they are developmental guys. And, as much as I want to take developmental guys, I still have Noah Clowney to develop, Derek Whitehead to develop, and we want to win now. So I don't think that was going to be in our future plans. So Nick Claxton isn't restricted. He's unrestricted. Does he have a real offer? He doesn't. So if I give him $23 million and I front-loaded it, I actually think that's pretty fair at the end of the day. So we should be able to bring him back on that contract. 4 years, $85 million. Yeah, and I don't have cap space to go after anybody else here. It would be cool to get Harden back or somebody, but as long as we're paying Ben Simmons, it's pretty much going to be unrealistic. So Nick Claxton does come back on that 4-year deal. Let's go. James Harden returns in Philly. Drew Holiday goes to the Raptors. Okay, I like that pickup for Toronto. I assume Anunoby's gone. Yeah, he goes to Orlando. Valanciunas goes to Atlanta. Bruce Brown goes to Memphis. Zach Collins to the Wizards. I'm going to be trading Day'Ron Sharpe and a 2028 second-round pick for Isaiah Joe from the OKC Thunder. He shot 38% from the field last year. They picked up Terry Rozier. They're looking to get more bigs and move on from these guards. I'm going to look to sign Isaiah Hartenstein to a 2-year deal to be the backup center behind Nick Claxton, and we should be able to get him. There we go. I could still afford to bring Dinwiddie back, but no, I'm going to go with the Ben Simmons, Andrew Nembhard backcourt or point guard depth, rotation. I'm not giving Dinwiddie $40 million over 3 years. All right, I'm going to take a chance on Aaron Nesmith. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal, team option on the second year, gives us another wing. For the third string point guard, we're going to snag up Aaron Holiday. And for the third string center, we're going to bring back Blake Griffin to the Brooklyn Nets. Pascal Siakam joins Wemby in San Antonio in that front court. And Dinwiddie got $40 million from the Lakers. Malik Monk to the Raptors. Miles Bridges goes back to, I don't know if he's from Michigan, but went to Michigan State. He joins the Pistons. Christian Wood is Sacramento. Oh, Buddy Hield changed his mind? Was he always going back to Indiana? Yeah, maybe I was thinking like Bruce Brown signed with the Grizzlies. So Ben Simmons up to an 80 overall. Sure, Nembhard up to his 79. We see Whitehead and Clowney develop. Nice. All right, so it's a new season here in 2025. And this is going to be the starting five and the bench. Nembhard, Bridges, Johnson, Finney-Smith, Claxton. With a bench of Ben Simmons, Tariq Whitehead. Hopefully he can really develop as a spot-up shooter for us. Isaiah Joe. I'm probably going to have him mentor Tariq Whitehead. Isaiah Hartenstein and Noah Clowney. The first person that will be in if an injury happens will be Aaron Nesmith. We also did sign Isaiah Livers. We're 3.5-star balanced. I know he doesn't have many badges anymore, but it would be cool for Noah Clowney to be mentored by Blake Griffin. One former SEC power forward, Alabama, to another in Oklahoma. Well, okay, wrong. Oklahoma's Big 12, but, you know, they are joining the SEC now. Tariq Whitehead will be mentored by Mikal Bridges, who doesn't have, just has one gold badge, so I'll help work on his defense. Andrew Nembhard, do I want him to be mentored by Ben Simmons? Honestly, he's 4 years younger. He's got to have some really good defensive badges now. Well, I mean, he has them, but none are really gold. First game of the season's home against Denver, in which we are going to get blown out by 38 points. Bridges had 32. Nembhard had 13 and 8. Nick Claxton 12 and 9. Simmons 1 for 8. Okay, this could be a rough year. Let's see how we look in our first 3 games, in which we start off the season. Don't be 0 and 3. Oh my God. All right. Yep, this could be another poor year from this team. I mean, we will get $40 million off our cap sheet at the end of the year with Ben Simmons, but we are paying $70 million to Cam Johnson, Bridges, and Claxton, and in another 14, which is a tradable contract from Finney-Smith. I don't really know what to do with this team, but that's what makes it fun, man. Ben Simmons, left knee tendonitis. He will be out 4 to 6 weeks. Quick update. We are 14 and 11 though. Like, we're respectable. I will take that. It's probably because of our defense. Who's the number 2 scorer on this team? It is Cam Johnson. Mikal Bridges, you know, you could shoot the ball more if you wanted to. He shoots 43 from 3. Cam Johnson's way more efficient this year. Let's go. That is huge for us. Nick Claxton still being one of the top defenders in the league, even though his blocks per game are down. Andrew Nembhard, I'm kind of glad with him. I think he's better than Cam Thomas, but we'll take a look and see what Cam Thomas is doing. Tariq Whitehead, yes, 57% true shooting percentage. He's shooting 38% from downtown. He's looking a lot better than Noah Clowney has in their second year. Is Cam Thomas not even in the rotation for them, or did they end up flipping him, or did I trade Cam Thomas to a different team? So he's on Memphis. He actually just got traded, and he's struggling. I don't know if he got traded in the offseason or recently. Chris Paul for Daniel Gafford. Chris Paul had a first for Daniel Gafford. Okay. I mean, I assume it was in this Pacers-Grizzlies trade that we just don't know the rest of. Yeah, we are 28 and 17 right now. All right, I think the Brooklyn Nets could be back in the playoffs. We are currently the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Glad I didn't bring back Spencer Dinwiddie or try to make something out of nothing with Cam Thomas. But yeah, I think we have like a good foundation. We have a good core right now. Ben Simmons has been a pleasant surprise, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd be open to bringing him back. And Tariq Whitehead, I think, has had a solid second season. He's still only 20 years old. Ben Simmons is looking for $18 million, though. Okay, maybe I won't bring him back. Andrew Nembhard, I believe, has a team option, though, so I don't really need to sign him now. Isaiah Joe's looking for $4 million. What's he shooting from 3? 39%? Yeah, let's bring back Isaiah Joe on a 2-year deal. I feel like that's such a bargain. Oh, there it is. Ben Simmons tears his right ACL. He's out for the season. It was fun while it lasted. He was a good bench player for us. So, hey, we're going to see Andrew Nembhard play a little bit more. It looks like Roman Kolomak is going to be the best player in this draft class. 7'3", 19-year-old out of Ukraine. Man's been tested for battle, all right. Now, I do want to take a look and see if the Kings are bad, because we do have their first-round pick, and okay, they're 19 and 26. That's good for us. We also have the Phoenix Suns first-round pick as well, and they are 23 and 26. We, unfortunately, do not get any Brooklyn Nets in the All-Star game this year. Evan Mobley makes his first. Jarrett Allen, former Brooklyn Net, having an incredible year, makes his second. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Ingram, John Morant makes his third, and then kind of the usuals. Cat makes his fourth. Shea makes his third. Sabonis, that's a sneaky fifth. And we are going to be 9 games above 500 at the deadline. I will take that. I don't think this team is going to do much when it comes to the playoffs, but I think we can look to maybe be a sneaky buyer here. I wish I could move hurt players' contracts. I don't know why that's never been allowed in 2K, but I'd love to maybe move Ben Simmons' contract and maybe go after somebody like Paul George or Bradley Beal. Evan Mobley, number 2 in the MVP race. It is a big man's league, at least with the top 4. Ade Mara, number 1 in the Rookie of the Year race. Tower Hero at the top of 6th Man of the Year. Mobley, Depoy, Claxton is number 4. Andrew Nembhard, most improved. He's number 2 right now. Probably not going to get it above Evan Mobley. And then Ant for the clutch player. We got Mikal at number 4. So we could take a look at like who's on the trade block at all. If there's anybody pretty good. Monty Morris, he ended up back in Denver. That is pretty cool. Buddy Hield, Gordon Hayward, TJ Warren, not really interested in him. I'm looking at the third bullet point here of the players that are on the trade block. Jordan Clarkson, yeah, I forgot they don't even have Bradley Beal anymore. He's in Utah. Thunder, no. Whoa, Jaden McDaniels is on the trade block. They got Zach LaVine. Did they do a Zach LaVine for Karl Anthony Towns trade? All right. Jeremy Grant. I mean, I would be in the mood, like, market for a power forward. Draymond, Jeremy Grant, I don't know. Klay Thompson's there. Baisley. You got Harden. Wait, Maxey is on the trade block. Whoa. I mean, I may see what I could give up for him. I would be interested in getting Tyrese Maxey here. Smart, Bruce Brown, DeAndre Hunter on the trade block. Tower Hero. Whoa, there's some good players here. Sabonis. Okay. I would give you your first round pick back, possibly, Sacramento. All right, what's the price for Domantas Sabonis? Is he listed as a center right now? Don't tell me he got hurt either. So Sabonis, I mean, I don't want to give up Mikal Bridges. And they want Mikal. They want Cam Johnson. Probably their first round pick back. And Dorian Finney-Smith. I'd get Davion Mitchell as well. I mean, I would want to keep Cam. Oh, this is why I wish I could move Ben Simmons. Because the contracts would match up perfectly, man. Oh, it's so frustrating. This is an interesting one. I don't want to move Cam Johnson. I don't need Davion Mitchell as well. But yeah, I couldn't do something like this. I mean, who's my next highest contract? Aaron Nesmith. I'm still probably off by a ton of money to get that done. So that's just going to be unfortunate. Yeah, $16 million off. Tyrese Maxey would cost me Mikal Bridges, so we are not going to be doing that. And of course, Tower Hero is hurt. And it's such a minor injury too that I still can't trade for him. I hate that part of 2K. I think I'm going to keep that Kings first round pick around though. We could look to move it in the offseason if we wanted to get Sabonis then. All right, I'm going to do this trade with the Orlando Magic. I'm giving them Dorian Finney-Smith, who's good and he's a good defender, but I kind of want to get out of the $15 million next year. We're sending him to the Orlando Magic for a second round pick and Orlando Robinson. So the Magic agreed to that. That could be the only trade we make here at the deadline. I'm going to look to sign Hayward Highsmith as well, who's a free agent. And I actually think he's pretty underrated in real life and could have a nice breakout season this year as like a superstar or a star or even like a guy you want to play 30 minutes a night. But I think as a nice rotational piece for the Heat. So I think this is our chance to give Noah Clowney an opportunity at the power forward spot where he's going to play a little bit. I could think about moving Cam to the 4, Bridges to the 3, or start. You know what? Let's do that instead. Let's start Dariq Whitehead. Let's give him 30 minutes a night. Probably 30 to Nembhard. Let's do 37 to Bridges, 36 to Johnson, 33 to Claxton. Clowney can get 20 minutes, 15 to Hartenstein. We'll do 24 to Isaiah Joe, which leaves me about 15 minutes. Who do I want to give it to? Aaron Nesmith was really bad in the games he played in. So I'll see what Hayward Highsmith can do. And our first game post-deadline is going up against the Houston Rockets. We didn't move any of our first-round picks. And Mikal Bridges, minor injury, could play through it. He drops 27 for us. Let's go. Hayward Highsmith, 12 points in 15 minutes in his Nets debut. Hell yeah. Home game here against the Chicago Bulls. We end up winning by 21. Bridges with 30. Nembhard 22 and 8. Cam Johnson has 21 here. Then we got a game here against the San Antonio Spurs, in which we end up picking up the 6-point victory. All right, so it's looking like we are definitely on pace to making the playoffs. Let's hope we could stay healthy. We just beat the Bucks by 5. Bridges with 28, double-double for Nick Claxton. And if we take a look at the mock drafts, where's our Kings pick? There it is. It could be a top 10 pick, and maybe we'll get lucky in the lottery. Look at the Spurs draft capital, man. It's crazy. Nikola Jokic takes home another MVP this season. Ade Mara, the number 1 overall pick. It's not Adam Mara, it's Ade Mara with maybe the worst efficiency you will ever see. 41% true shooting percentage is your rookie of the year. Hero takes home 6th man of the year. Mobley, Depoy, Andrew Nembhard, most improved. Let's go, man. That's, I think, a huge pickup, and he was a nice starting point guard for us, and I'm glad we chose him over maybe the Dinwiddie route. Anthony Edwards, clutch player of the year. Bickerstaff, coach of the year. This would be Kobe Altman, executive of the year. He's a really stand-up guy, you know? Really moral of society. I don't think he does anything wrong by any means. You got Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Ja, and Embiid all NBA first team. You got Mobley there, who does have a lower right leg stress fracture, out 6 to 8 weeks on second team with LaMelo and Sabonis as well. Third team, you got Harden, Curry, Jimmy, Triple J, and Bam Adebayo. It's elite defense right there. We did get Nick Claxton on all defensive first team, which is nice to see. And we ended the season as the 5 seed. We're taking on the Detroit Pistons in round 1. A team with Cade, Ivy, Bojan, Miles Bridges, and Jalen Duren. With Caleb Martin, Asor Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Hayward, Gabe Vincent, O squared, and Cody Williams. Man, they stole from me off the bench. Just kidding. So yeah, we're pretty much healthy going into the playoffs besides Ben Simmons, which is definitely notable. But yeah, glad everybody else is healthy right now. Good seasons from the top 3. Cam Johnson, though, I mean, I wish his efficiency was a little bit better, but it's still pretty good. All right, so I think Highsmith will get like 10 minutes a night. Hardenstein at 15. He's good, man. I'm glad I got him on a 2-year deal. He can actually get 20 minutes. We may go 15 to Clowney, who was better, though, down the stretch. But yeah, I think we're going to have Hardenstein get maybe 17. 26 to Isaiah Joe as a 6-man. And then I think I'm kind of cool with Whitehead still getting 30. It's a big ask for him. 30 to Nembhard. Let's do 39 to Bridges. 37 to Johnson. 36 to Nick Claxton for the playoffs. We are 3.5-star balanced. This should be a competitive series. We do win game 1 by 22 points, in which Cam Johnson, you heard me calling out his shooting, 8 for 11 from downtown, 38 points. Bridges with 21, 7 rebounds for Claxton, 18 points for Dariq Whitehead in his playoff debut. We end up losing game 2, though, by 8 points. Damn, we let Caleb Martin get 24 points. Bridges had 34 in the L. Johnson, man, good first 2 games in the playoffs so far. Dariq Whitehead has been solid. Also, Isaiah Joe, 150% from the field and from downtown. We lose game 3 by 15 points. Mikal Bridges. Yeah, it is Mikal versus Miles. He had 40 points in this L. Nembhard shot 4 for 15. Johnson, 8 for 21. 1 for 7 for Claxton. 0 for 6 for Isaiah Joe. Brutal. But we tie it up. Like I said, competitive series here. Great defensive fourth quarter by both teams. Mikal Bridges drops 26. Double-double for Nick Claxton. 20 points for Dariq Whitehead, man. Is he the shooting guard for the future? I hope so. Game number 5. We end up losing. We get blown out by 27 points. Bridges, man, he's doing all he can. He's averaging 30 points in these 5 games. Cam Johnson, 23.5 points on good efficiency. 13 assists for Nembhard here. But we got 0 for 6 from Whitehead, 0 for 4 from Clowney, 0 for 10 from the sophomores. Here we go, game 6. Are we going to get eliminated? I don't know. Yes, we do, sadly. We lost by 1 point. God, just a horrible third quarter. Good first and fourth. Damn, Bridges had 35 in the L. Claxton had a double-double. 20 points for Hardenstein. That just sucks. But you know what? They were the 4 seed. We were the 5 seed. I'm glad I'm not giving a good pick to Houston. And we know that Mikal Bridges can definitely show up in the playoffs. So the Rockets pick actually is going to be in the lottery. So we are going to be keeping our pick in this draft. Shai Gilgeous, Western Conference Finals MVP. And the Pistons swept the 8 seed. Wait, the Raptors swept the Cavs. Was anybody hurt? Oh my God. Was Mobley and Donovan Mitchell. Oh my God. Wow, Toronto lucked into that. And then Detroit sweeps Toronto and then beat Philly in 7. Wait, did Philly not have Embiid or Maxey? Okay, I think Maxey's healthy now, but yeah, he was hurt for that series. Damn. Pistons Thunder Finals. Pistons win in 5 with Cade Cunningham being your Finals MVP in 2025. That is crazy. A lot of notable names retiring. There goes Blake Griffin retiring as well. Kevin Love, it looks like nobody's going to make it to the Hall of Fame. Frank Vogel retires. He's like, I've seen enough there in Phoenix. Blake Griffin gets his jersey retired by the Clippers. Let's make all defensive teams positionalists. Why not? Draft lottery time. This is where we can get excited. We may have some picks here. So our Kings pick is there at 9. Maybe I'll get lucky, but it's going to be tough for that to happen. Just don't drop me to 10. All right, let's see. Are we going to fall to 10 and like the Celtics are going to get lucky? Nope. We are here. They have a pending big name free agent in Jason Tatum. Do we get lucky? Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Let's freaking go. Was that the Lonnie Walker trade? Oh my God, I don't think it was the Bazley trade. I think that was the Lonnie Walker trade. Bazley was to Cleveland. That we get that Kings first round pick and it jumps up from 9 into the top 4. Hell yeah, baby. This could change the course of the franchise. This could change the course of the rebuild. Let's see what happens right now. Spurs at 6 via Charlotte. Well, we're in the top 4. We know that. Let's see. Are we going to have the number 4 pick in the draft? Oh my God. We're in the top 3. Hell yeah. Come on. Give me number 2. Give me number 2. I don't want number 3. Let's go. Let's go. We are here in the top 2. Let's go. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. Usually there's a generational big at number 1. All right. We end up with number 2. Screw you, Houston. They still get the first overall pick via Washington. We have our pick at 20. And then we also have the Suns first round pick at 15. They made it out of the play-in tournament. But I'm very okay with how it went. Jock Vaughn. Do we go in a different direction? Is there a good head coach out here? Damn, Sam Cassell blocked, Chris Quinn blocked, rejected by Mark Dagno, rejected by Jason Kidd. I'm going to have to do it. He's got 0 offers. I don't know why. Will Hardy, welcome to the Brooklyn Nets. Don't know why the Jazz let him go, and I don't know how he has 0 offers. So it is the night of the 2025 NBA draft. We are have the second overall pick. I don't think I'm going to be taking a 23-year-old power forward out of the Pacific and Andre Willis. It looks like Roman Kolmack is by far the #1 guy in this class. Oh yeah, he's pretty good. And if I drafted him, I would probably be opted to trade Claxton. I don't even know if he's going to have a jump shot like that. So is there somebody, there's not even a consensus #2, it looks like. So I don't know. I'm really debating. Sheldon Burks probably looks like the best, even though he's projected to go 34th. I'm either going to trade down, I think, or potentially just outright trade the pick. I want to see if I can maybe get Darius Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I would offer you guys pick 2, 15, and 20, and 42. I'm just going to try this out. Garland is so good in 2K, and I want to try to make a massive offer to go out and get him, and they say no. If I gave you the Suns first round pick in 2027, they still say no. And then what about the Suns, or I have the Bucks first round pick in 27, they still say no. Okay, I wanted to try to get Garland. All right, I'm going to try Trey Young. He's in the final year of his deal. He's an amazing facilitator. We're probably moving on from Ben Simmons. He's not a good defender, but we have Nick Claxton and Mikal Bridges in the starting 5 right now who are amazing defenders. And could I do straight up pick 2 for Trey Young? They say no. They want a second. That gets it done. Okay, let's see that. Boom, I just traded the second overall pick for Trey Young. Welcome to Brooklyn, Trey. That is a mean backcourt of Trey Young and Mikal Bridges. So let's see. The Atlanta Hawks took Percy Sharp with the second overall pick. See, I didn't want to have to make that decision. Is that small forward that I wanted still available? He might be available here at 15. Yeah, right. It was Sheldon Burks. Oh my God. We've lucked into that. Yeah, I'm taking him here at 15 out of Missouri State. And then with our it's our third first round pick, but the second one we're actually drafting. I'm taking Bobby Fletcher, 18 out of Marquette. Clark Kellogg is his ceiling, and if Wayman Tisdale is the floor, if you watch the Ultimate Rebuilding series, you know who those guys are. So honestly, I'm very content on how this draft went. We got Taylor Butler at 42. He's a 74 overall. He's a higher overall and the same age as the second overall pick. So I think we might have fleeced the Atlanta Hawks, and I'm very happy about it. Aaron Nesmith declining that option. Andrew Nemhard, was a solid starting point guard for us. He's going to be a great backup. Derek White and Noah Clowney, welcome back. Like I said, declining the option on Aaron Nesmith. And then Orlando Robinson, Isaiah Livers, not going to extend the qualifying offers to. We do have to extend Mikal Bridges pretty much once the season starts. Ben Simmons for $20 million. I am going to let him walk. So right now, we're good at point guard. I want to get a third string. We're fine at the 2 with Bridges, Joe, and Whitehead. Small forward with Burks and Johnson, I'm cool with. If we could find an upgrade at the 4, I should take it. And I'm going to try to sign Trey Lyles on a 2-year deal. So let's pick him up. We're going to let Ben Simmons and basically everybody else walk. Third string point guard is going to be TJ McConnell. And then let's get our third string center, and that's going to be Omar Yurtseven. So we picked them both up. We do have a $12.9 million trade exception from the Dorian Finney-Smith trade, but I don't think I'm going to trade him or at least trade something to equal that value. We do have Tatum and Giannis both returning. Same with Jimmy Butler, Evan Mobley. Kyrie returns to Dallas. Brandon Ingram goes to Milwaukee. Whoa. So they pair up Giannis and Ingram. That's a nice duo there. Jamal Murray goes to Denver, goes back to Denver. I read that he went to Detroit, but that's Cade Cunningham. And basically everybody kind of returned. You have DeRozan, $113 million guaranteed from the Wizards. Washington, what are you doing? Trey Young regresses. Okay, we do have 2 guys on expiring deals, so we want to get those players locked up. I never have luck when I trade for Trey Young too, but I'm hoping it's different in 2K24. So this is going to be the starting 5. If I want to change it around throughout the year, I definitely can, but it's going to be Trey Young, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Trey Lyles, and Nick Claxton. We'll have Derek Whitehead, Andrew Nemhard, Isaiah Joe, Hartenstein, and Clowney off the bench. If Clowney's performing well, he could take the power forward spot from Trey Lyles if Trey Lyles is struggling. We are 3.5 star balanced. And then if there's any injuries that will happen, I can call them up. But I'm going to send Bobby Fletcher to the Long Island Nets. Same with Sheldon Burks, so our 2 first round picks, who I'm both very excited about. We are 3.5 star balanced. Hopefully we can get up to 4 stars this year. Our first game is against the Boston Celtics. Trey Young pulls a hammy, but he could play through it. We end up winning by 23 points. Trey Young had 18 assists in his Nets debut. Nick Claxton suffered a high right ankle sprain. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. And we're currently 20 and 22. We're struggling. I thought we'd be much better right now. But yeah, 1 game under 500 at the moment. Our leading scorer has been Trey Young. Mikal Bridges is right behind him. Then you have Cam Johnson, Claxton, Whitehead. There's Nemhard, Isaiah Joe. Cam Johnson, kind of ass. He's sucking it up this year. He could get traded at the deadline. All right, so we are 3 games above 500. Nick Claxton just came back. Nice. So Trey Young has a team option next year? Wait, actually? I don't know. But if that's guaranteed, thank God. Mikal Bridges refuses to re-sign. All right. I'm going to bring back Andrew Nembhard, 2 years, $8 million per year. But yeah, hopefully maybe Cam Johnson could have a much better second half of the year. We got Claxton back, like I said. Currently in the Eastern Conference, we're sitting as the 6th seed right now. We do get one All-Star on the team, and that is Trey Young, who is averaging 20 plus points per game, 21.7 to be exact, 10 assists, 52, 45, 94 splits. I mean, that's elite. I know the defense isn't there. We do have a couple first-time All-Stars in Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett, a person that plays in Canada and a player that's from Canada. I'm not going to be making any trades at this deadline. It's a shame that Mikal Bridges doesn't want to get an extension done. I'm scared we could lose him in free agency, and that would really suck for where this team is headed. All right, it is contract extension deadline day, and yeah, Mikal Bridges still doesn't want to resign. We are 29-31. Not gonna lie, I am very disappointed with this season. I mean, how could you not be? Like, we traded the 2nd overall pick for Trey Young. We have Claxton, who's won a D-point in this video. We have Mikal Bridges, who's a, solid number 1 and a perfect number 2. And, we're currently on a multi-game losing streak right now. That's at 5 games, and we're 5 games under 500. And we don't even have our first-round pick this year, so let's hope we can sneak into the play-in tournament. Cameron Johnson breaks his right ankle. He's out 2 to 4 months, so his season is over. Pretty disappointing. I think there's a good chance he gets moved in the offseason if we don't somehow win it all, which I don't think we will. That means we're going to insert Dariq Whitehead into the starting 5. I already have Noah Clowney in the starting 5 as well, because Trey Lyles stinks. I am going to call up some of the youngins. We just got blown out by 52 points to the Cavs, and we're only missing Cam Johnson. I mean, we end the season on a 2-game winning streak. Luka only averaged 22.8 points and still won MVP. Roman Kolomac won Rookie of the Year. He shot 38 from 3. He actually probably could have been a power forward. Şengün, 6th Man of the Year behind Kolomac. You got AD winning Depoy. Trey Mann winning Most Improved in Washington. RJ Barrett. Whoa, shout out to him. Clutch Player of the Year. Not great from 3 and not perfect from the line. Darko Rajakovic, Coach of the Year in Toronto, and Masai Ujiri would get Executive of the Year. So you have Wemby, AD, Giannis, Luka, and Jokic on All-NBA first team. 3 centers there. You have Curry, Embiid, Mobley, Tatum, and Haliburton on second team. Murray, Garland, Trey Young on the Brooklyn Nets on All-NBA third team with Brandon Miller and Cade Cunningham. We do get Nick Claxton on all defensive first team. Basically 5 bigs making it, and basically 5 bigs making it on second team. And the Brooklyn Nets did not make the playoffs. Wow. Okay, well, this now puts a challenge into this video. We went 39-43, and we made a trade for Trey Young, and we did not make the playoffs. Mikal Bridges is a pending free agent. Wow. Cam Johnson, I'm almost guaranteeing it. His expiring contract will be traded this offseason. We're going to look to improve the bench. I like what I saw out of Bobby Fletcher from a rookie. Who knows? Maybe he starts at the power forward spot for us next year, because I don't know if Noah Clowney is going to be that guy for us. He struggled in the starting spot. I think Sheldon Burks, we got to at least give another shot to next year. But holy shit, yeah, that was in a completely disappointing year. I'm thinking about firing Will Hardy. Shea wins MVP in the West. Haliburton in the East, at least their conference finals trophies. I don't know why it says most valuable player. I guess it makes sense. And then Shea wins finals MVP. They beat the Pacers in 5. The Pacers also have Donovan Mitchell now as well. The Mitchell-Haliburton backcourt is sick. James Harden, DeAndre Jordan, a couple former Nets. Barnes, Draymond, 2 guys from the 2012 draft class retire. Scott Brooks, Igor Kokoskov. Remember when he was the Suns head coach? And everyone's like, oh, he knows Luka. They're going to draft him. And no, they still went with DeAndre Ayton. James Harden goes to the Hall of Fame, gets his jersey retired by the Rockets, as he should, and then Draymond by the Warriors, as he should. Draft lottery time, we will not be selecting here. Our pick is projected at number 12 to Houston. If that went into the top 4, I would have lose my mind. But no, it's at 12. Lakers get 1. Magic via Phoenix 2. I don't think that's a pick I traded away. At least I really hope it wasn't. Oh, I don't know. You can rewind. I don't remember if that's a pick that I traded, but that is scary if so. We don't have any first-round picks in this draft, which is fine. I'm not trying to develop talent. I'm trying to win right now. All right, we're going to be doing this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. I think an upgrade from Cam Johnson. The Grizzlies have been trying to trade Desmond Bane for a while now because he's getting paid $39 million, but we're going to do this trade. Trey Lyles, Cameron Johnson, 2 expirings, a first-round pick next year, and a second for Desmond Bane, and they are going to agree to that. So that means Trey Young and Desmond Bane in the backcourt. We'll see how it is defensively. Desmond Bane does have an A- perimeter D. Mikal Bridges will be moved to the 3. This was actually a solid NBA draft. Lance Cunningham goes number 1. Rob Toscano number 2. Damian Weaver could be the best pick, goes there number 3 to Memphis, as they're kind of rebuilding right now. Sheldon McLeod looks like a great pick at number 7. You got Chris Hardy at number 11. Kevin White, the 3rd, not the Bears receiver, going there. We're going to pick up the team option on Trey Young for $48 million. That is a lot of money, but we will pick it up. Dariq Whitehead, Noah Clowney, welcome back. Taylor Butler, I'll bring him back as well. So priority number 1, re-sign Mikal Bridges. Please tell me he's not going to leave me, or please tell me he's got like 0 offers. Okay, he's got 0 offers. And we're going to give him $40 million with a no trade clause. I want to win a championship with Mikal Bridges. He also doesn't want to sign back. So giving him $40 million a year, that's going to go up, and a no trade clause, it's going to make it a no-brainer for him. I'd also like to bring back Isaiah Hartenstein on a 2-year deal to be the backup center, once again, behind Nick Claxton. Think he's great in that role. Luka stays in Dallas. Curry goes to Minnesota. KD goes to Philadelphia. I'm going to look to sign Paul Reed on a 2-year deal to be the backup power forward next year. I think I might start Fletcher. He'll come off the bench, and I think Noah Clowney's going to be out of the rotation. So Trey Young does not progress. Mikal Bridges is, I think, the number 1 player on the team. Whitehead's up to a 79. Burks is up to a 78. I still think this is a very good roster. All right, so we're going to go 34 to Trey and Bridges, 31 to Bane and Claxton, 25 to Fletcher. Then we'll have Whitehead, Nembhard, Burks, Hartenstein, and Reed off the bench. Isaiah Joe will be in there if needed. Noah Clowney will be in there if needed. Taylor Butler, and we signed Jetty Osman as well. We are 3.5 star balance. This is a good team, man. We just kind of have to figure out power forward going forward. We do lose game 1 to a team of Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid. I am moving Mikal Bridges' position to a small forward. He actually goes up an overall point, which is nice. So, come on. Let's win game 2. We start off 4 games on the road, or did... No, our first game was at home. Okay. But we just beat the Miami Heat by 36 points. This is what we should be doing all season long. There is a good chance Paul Reed is our starting power forward by year's end. All right, so we're here at the All-Star Draft. Trey Young makes the All-Star game once again. Brandon Miller and Aaron Gordon are 2 first-timers. Sabonis makes his 7th All-Star appearance. Wow. We are 34-16, though. We are doing much better this season. Taking a look at the player stats, Trey Young leading the way, 19-11. Mikal Bridges has been very efficient for us. Desmond Bane also been very efficient, has been, I think, an upgrade over Cameron Johnson. Dariq Whitehead, 42 from 3, 49 from the field. Bobby Fletcher, I think, has been serviceable at the power forward spot. So he's holding it down right now. I think Sheldon Burks has had a much better sophomore year. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. So I like where this team is headed. I think we're deep. I just can't see an injury to Bridges or Trey or Claxton. I mean, if it's honestly one of those 3, maybe be Bridges, because Claxton's an elite rim protector. Trey Young might be our best player. And, like, I don't know. Maybe now that we have Bane, like, Burks going down, but, like, our defense is really good. So we are not going to make any trades at the deadline. Contract extensions, Trey Young, let's work one out. Let's go. He's actually going to get paid less per year, I think, than Mikal Bridges. Nembhard and Claxton we're fine with at the moment. Let's go out. Honestly, we can win a championship with this team, but let's just maybe win a playoff series or 2. All right, and we finished the season with a 56-26 record. Luka goes back-to-back with MVPs. Lance Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. I guess it's the second time in 5 years a guy with the last name Cunningham has been the number 1 overall pick. F that. Depoy is Victor Wembanyama. Most improved, Franklin Barrett, who was the 4th overall pick back in 2025. So he's only played, or no, yeah, he's played 2 years now. And then Steph Curry, Clutch Player of the Year on Minnesota. Rick Carlisle, Coach of the Year. They had the same record as us. Pretty standard All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team, AD, Garland. Tried trading for him. Would have been cool. Josh Giddey on the Thunder. Isaiah Collier on the Kings. Shout out to him from the Wizards rebuild. Collier, Halliburton, Scoot, and Trey. We did get Nick Claxton on all defensive first team, so the offensive numbers are down, but that's fine because he's still an elite rim protector for us. And are we the 2 seed? Yes, we are. We're going to be going up against... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? KD and Embiid in round 1. What the fuck, man? Kuminga, Reeves, Finney-Smith, Isaac off the bench. Are you serious? Oh my God, we are screwed. We are screwed. That is a insane round 1 matchup to go up against. If we look at the team stats here, we had the 6th best offense. We had the best defense in the NBA, though. I don't really know who to bench for the playoffs because I feel like I got to have Nembhard in there. Got to have Whitehead. Sheldon Burks, his efficiency did drop off. And I feel like I have to have Hartenstein and Reed in there. So maybe I don't play Sheldon Burks, which really hurts me to do. But I think he's got to hit the bench. I think Fletcher or B-Ball Paul has to be... I think Fletcher could start. We're going to go 33 to Claxton. Let's go 37 to Bridges. 37 to Trey. 34 to Claxton and Bane. And let's go 7 more to Dariq Whitehead. So we'll see how this does. We have plenty of depth if an injury happens. There's the system proficiency at 4 stars. I'm nervous. Game 1. We win. Okay, that is huge. I'm glad we won game 1. We ended up blowing them out. Okay, Dariq Whitehead, 29 points in 27 minutes. 24 from Bane, 23 and 12 from Trey. That was a really good game, man. Embiid kind of struggled. KD struggled. Austin Reeves struggled. We do lose game 2, though, by 3. All right, if you would have told me split them in Philly, or excuse me, split them in Brooklyn, I think I would have, like, said, no, like, let's opt to try to go up 2-0. Paul Reed, sort of left in 8. We're up 2-1. I'm scared. We win by 8. Trey with 31 and 14. Whitehead shot 4 for 12, but hit 9 free throws. Fletcher, don't shoot us out of games, man. Game 4. Oh, boy. We lost by 2. We just almost came back there in the fourth quarter. Fletcher shot the ball well, but Trey did not. Game 5, we're up 3-2. We win by 32 points. Bane, that's what I'm freaking talking about. Come on, let's win Game 6. Don't go to a Game 7. God damn it, we're in a Game 7. We lost by 7. All right, here we go. Game 7 in Brooklyn. We are fully healthy. I don't know if they have any injuries at the moment. I think they're fine as well. Yep, we have a fully healthy Game 7 in Brooklyn. I mean, you know the Philly fans are traveling down. We have a great first quarter, though. Don't choke it in the second. There we go. All right, we're up by 21. If we lose this game, it was never meant to be. Now we blow them out. Okay. We advance. We drop 161 on their heads. Trey with 35 and 19. Both Bridges and Bane shot 11 for 17. And we are advancing to round 2 to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who still have Garland, Mobley, and Allen. They got AJ Griffin now, who was really freaking good throughout the regular season. I'm excited to use him in the Hawks rebuild when we get to that point. Game 1, we lose. Game number 2 goes to the Cavs by 1. All right. I don't feel good about this. Game 3. All right, it's not over yet. We held them to 74 points. I mean, what a defensive outing by us. I mean, one more game. We win Game 4 in Cleveland, and it's a brand new series here. But we're currently playing catch-up right now, which I don't like. We need to have a strong third. There we go. That was the strong start to the third we needed. Please don't go down 3-1. Oh, my God. What a fourth quarter! We outscored them by 15. Yes, Trey. Yes, Bane. Yes, Bridges. What a fourth quarter. Holy sh... Let's go. Let's win Game 5 at home. Come on. It's a brand new series. What a first half. What a first half. I will take that. Choke it in the third, man. We always be choking it in the third. And we're going to... Come on, win this game. Win this game. Let's go! 47 in the fourth. Trey Young is him, man. Mikal with 29. Whitehead with 19. Garland struggled. Mobley was good. Jared Allen was non-existent. Oh, wait. Did I miss his name or is he hurt? Jared Allen, twisted right knee. Oh my goodness. We may get luck from the injury gods here. On the road, Game 6. Are they going to force a Game 7? Come on. I don't want to go to a Game 7. I don't want to go to a Game 7. Let's close it out. Boys, what a second half. We win by 22. Trey Young didn't shoot well, but still had 11 assists. Whitehead, Bane getting it done. Even Bobby Fletcher did well. Trey Young is averaging 25 and 12 in the playoffs. Bridges at 25 and 4. Bane has been great. Whitehead, look at him. Fletcher's been struggling, but he shoots 39% from 3. And here we are taking on the Toronto Raptors, who have Van Vliet, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, Middleton, Portis, Holland. Oh wow, Holland has been a bust. Wow. I'm not scared of this team. I don't know if they have any injuries. No, I'm surprised they're this good. But don't be surprised because, yep, they're going to be the team to beat me, right? Beat us by 3. They got Markelle Fultz coming off the bench. Game 2. All right, we win this one by 2 points. Holy crap. I mean, they're deep, though. They have a deep roster, and they go up 2-1. Oh, my God, they beat me by 4. All right, don't go down 3-1. Please win this game on the road in Canada, man. Oh, my God. All right, good first half. Good first half. We were up by double digits, and we suck in the third, and we're sucking in the fourth. Oh, my God, we're in overtime, and we get outscored by 12 in overtime. All right. I don't know if I've come back down 3-1 or it's been a minute in these rebuilds if I have, but now's the time to do it. Please. All right. Solid first half. Could be worse. Could be worse. All right. We're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. We're still alive. We just got to win Game 6 here to go to Game 7. That's the big one. Game 7, anyone's game, but this is the big one. On the road in Toronto. Good first half. Could be worse. We're up by 1. Bane is on. Bridges is not. Trey's been fine. Come on, win this game. Oh, God. Oh, my God, win this game. Please come back. Holy shit! Yes! Yes! We won by 1! Oh, my goodness. Holy crap. Capella made a shot. Oh, okay. That was a miss. Bobby Fletcher with the free throws. Oh, my goodness. Game 7. Winner takes on Houston. We're at home. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Don't get blown out at home. Don't get blown out. We did not just win that game to get blown out at home. All right, we're up by 6. Down by 1. Oh, God, down by 3. No, down by 5. No, we lost in 7. You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, that is brutal. Trey Young was so good. I mean, yeah, he was good. Damn, I really thought this was gonna be our season. We lose in 7. Rockets-Raptors finals. Rockets win in 5. And it's that guy that was the number 1 overall pick, Roman Colomac, when we traded number 2. Damn. Damn. All right. Well, that is unfortunate. It might be a different day when you guys see me record this next, but I do want to win a championship with this team. All right. So it's a few days later now, and I'm kind of rejuvenated, ready to win a championship for the Brooklyn Nets. KD retires on Philly. Chris Paul retires on Denver. Steph on Minnesota. Vucevic on LA. Jimmy Butler retires with the Miami Heat. Gobert retires on the Mavericks. And kind of looking at this, there's at least four guaranteed Hall of Famers in CP3, KD, Curry, and Jimmy Butler. And I think Gobert will get into the Hall of Fame with his 3D poise. So yeah, I think there would be a decent amount of Hall of Famers here. We got Rick Carlisle retiring as well. He'd probably would be a Hall of Famer coach just because of that 2011 championship. So those four get in. Rudy Gobert does not. They all get their jersey retired by the team they spent most of their careers with. So we do have a lottery pick via the Milwaukee Bucks, which is nice to see. I believe that was a trade back with the New Orleans Pelicans. And oh my God, it just jumped up to 4. If I can't win a championship next year with the 4th pick, 17th via Phoenix, I really don't know what to do. Houston has our pick at 29. The Celtics ended up with the number 1 overall pick. I'm going to keep Will Hardy, Longstaff, Walton, and Miller as part of our coaching staff. I think what we could look to get for next year is just an upgrade at the power forward spot. Maybe an upgrade defensively. I like Bobby Fletcher. I like B-Ball Paul. But maybe we look for just like a really good power forward. I mean, we do have the 4th overall pick in the draft. Anton Cotton here. Marcus Johnson. I mean, that's pretty solid. Brooks Stevenson, Henry Page. Lynn Frazier, who's 23 years old. How many years did he spend with the G League Ignite? What the heck? There is some good talent here. Brooks Stevenson looks pretty solid. Thomas James looks pretty good as well. Jin Kim looks good. Also, man, there's definitely some good talent in this draft. Wow. Mark Kemp, Henry Page, Brooks Stevenson. I would all think about taking number 1 overall. This is a sick draft class. So the number 1 overall pick is Brooks Stevenson out of Creighton, 77 overall at the age of 19. Luka Dragic goes number 2, close to Luka Doncic and maybe Goran Dragic. There you go. If they had a kid together. What am I saying? Lenny Howell goes number 3 to the Chicago Bulls, 76 overall, 21 years old. So we actually have a decent amount of options here. We could take Jin Kim, a center. We could look to trade the pick, but I'm going to draft Jin Kim here. So now I could either move him if I wanted to. He's out of China, or I can move Isaiah Hartenstein as well. Henry Page, who I was thinking about taking if I was going to move Andrew Nembhard, goes the pick after. 5'11" guard out of the G League Ignite. We are on the clock once again. I'm going to go, I believe, with Oleg Kozlov here, a 76 overall, 19-year-old small forward out of Ukraine. So we drafted somebody from China and somebody from Ukraine in this first round. And we do have a 3rd first-round pick that I missed, and I believe I'm going to be taking Jackie Hunt, just another center. He could be included in a trade also. So yeah, this is a really good draft class. It would be cool to see like how this draft class progresses down the line. So let's sign all 3 of our first round pick rookies. Let's pick up the team options on Sheldon Burks and Bobby Fletcher. We did a good job in that first round as well. Dariq Whitehead, I will give the qualifying offer to. I would like to bring him back. He's a good spot up shooter off the bench for us. And Isaiah Joe is a free agent, $3 million a year. I'm not giving Noah Clowney $10 million a year. I mean, if I can get Isaiah Joe back on the minimum, I will do that, and then I would match any deal that Dariq Whitehead gets. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler retires, and then they get SGA. Scoot and Dame both stay in Portland. Jabari Smith Jr. signs with the Utah Jazz. RJ Barrett stays in New York. Asur Thompson and Amen Thompson stay with the teams that drafted him. And Jordan Poole goes back to the Warriors. So I'm not going to make any trades till the season starts because I can't trade any of my first round picks just because they were just drafted. So it's like the recently traded restriction going into effect right now. And let's bring back Dariq Whitehead on a 3-year deal. Come on, let me get him. There we go. I would bring back Noah Clowney on a... No, he doesn't even want to resign. That's fine. I'll let him walk. I was going to bring him back on a 1-year deal and just trade him, but it's fine. Let's just go here to player progression. We get Taylor Butler back on the qualifying offer. This team is really good in my opinion. I think we have hella depth. Like, look at this core right here of Kim, Fletcher, Kozlov, Hunt, and then you also have like Sheldon Burks, who's pretty good as well. So I think I do have a big trade for us to make either at the start of the season or at the deadline. All right, so it's going to be Young, Bane, Bridges, Fletcher, Claxton with Whitehead, Burks, Kim, and Nembhard off the bench. I'm not playing Hardenstein, Reed, or Joe or Kozlov. I don't want anybody getting hurt that could possibly get traded. System proficiency is 4-star balanced. So yeah, let's hope this team can do well throughout the regular season, and I could have a bigger move in place towards the deadline. Mikal Bridges retires Halliburton is interesting, but that just doesn't fit our roster right now with Bane and Trey Young. And I'm not ruling out either trading Desmond Bane or Nick Claxton at the deadline as well. I could look to move Claxton, who's an expiring contract, to upgrade maybe to a really good center or power forward if Kim's good enough to start at the 5 spot. Or I move Desmond Bane as well for a power forward if I do want to... Whoa! Is Zion Williams... Okay, well... I just got offered Zion Williamson for Trey Young. That is an interesting offer. I don't want to do this exact offer, but if Zion Williamson is tradable right now, that is going to make this a lot easier. So in order to match his salary, I probably have to include Desmond Bane or Nick Claxton. Bane is really good. How has Whitehead been this year? Whitehead I think, can fill that role, man. I do. I would love to have a Claxton Zion front court. So if we did Desmond Bane for Zion Williamson, I don't think they will agree to that. I do have this swap best first round pick. I don't think they will agree to that either. So I will also give you, I don't know, B-Ball Paul. Does that get it done? No. And I give you my first round pick next year unprotected. They agree to that. We just traded for Zion Williamson. That is going to make this a lot easier for what I want to do. So Whitehead can get 30 minutes. Bobby Fletcher is going to get a little bit less. How has Jin Kim been this year? He's been fine as a backup center for sure. So yeah, basically Fletcher heads to the bench. It'll be like Burks, Fletcher. I think Burks can be like the full-on sixth man. Kim, Nembhard. Love that. And then we have Trey Young, Derek Whitehead, Mikal Bridges, Zion Williamson, Nick Claxton in the starting five. I didn't know that Zion Williamson was going to be tradable in the 2028 season. But here we are, man. Now it's championship or bust. If I can't win it all this year, then it's my first rebuild where I haven't won a title yet. All right, so you got Roman Colomac making it to the All-Star game. He was the #1 overall pick a few years ago. We do get Zion Williamson as an All-Star here in Brooklyn. I do believe that is it. I don't see Trey Young or Mikal Bridges at the moment. We are 32-16. We are currently the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, tied for the best record in the NBA with the LA Clippers, who have Kyrie, Lonzo, and Kawhi at this point, with Sadiq Bey as well. And I'm excited for this team going forward, man. Zion's averaging 21, 6.5. Trey Young's averaging 20 and 13. Mikal Bridges has a 59% true shooting percentage. Derek Whitehead, breakout season is here. We got him back on a steal, honestly, of a contract. I love this team going forward. I'm not making a trade, at the deadline. Claxton, you know what? If this makes you happy, let's bring you back. That's very good value. Nembhard, let's bring you back as well. Let's bring this core together. And I guess the reason why Zion Williamson went for cheap, because he wants to test free agency and he's an expiring contract. So that could hurt us, but let's just win a championship this year so we don't have to worry about it. So Luka Doncic takes home MVP. Brooks Stevenson, the #1 overall pick to the Celtics, takes home Rookie of the Year. Şengün gets 6th man. Mobley Depoy. Most improved is Roman Colomac. All right, yeah, he's really good. Giddy Clutch Player of the Year. Will Hardy, Coach of the Year, 59 and 23. Yeah, Roman Colomac is on All NBA first team with Scoot Henderson. Yeah, he's breaking out now. Luka, Jokic, and Giannis. Hey, shout out to Trey Young making All NBA second team, averaging 13.3 assists. I do want to see if that's the most in the NBA. Dyson Daniels had the most total amount of assists. I don't know, like per game. He only had 8.4. Collier had 7.9. Lonzo had 7.6. But yeah, I think like Trey definitely led the way. I'll double check that. That was Brandon Miller makes All NBA third team. Shea in Miami. We don't get any Brooklyn Nets on All Defensive first team because we see Nick Claxton there. Shout out to all the centers making it. And then we do see Jin Kim on All Rookie first team. Nice. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be taking on the New York Knicks, a battle of New York here in round 1. They have an interesting team still. Still have Brunson and Barrett. They have this bum. They got Patrick Williams. They got DeAndre Ayton. They got Donovan Clingan, Christian Brown off the bench. Lynn Frazier, who was like that 23-year-old G League Ignite prospect. So Josh Giddey actually led the NBA in points per game. Shout out to the point guards, man. Giddey, Henderson, Garland, Shea, Ja, all basically, I guess like Shea's listed as a shooting guard, but top of the in points per game. Trey Young did lead the NBA in assists per game. Very nice. All right, this better be the year we win a championship. Man, this team is so good. It is so good. Like Sheldon Burks is really good for us off the bench, and he's only 22 years old. Nick Claxton's averaging 2.2 blocks a night. Like I mentioned, Derek Whitehead, 17.5 points per game. He's absurd. So I think for the playoffs, I might not mess around with the rotation too much. I think like Bobby Fletcher might get like 15 minutes a night. Same with Jin Kim. Burks, I think we could stay at 23. I think Nembhard may be able to get like 13. He was really good in his like small sample size role. I would like to go 36 to Trey, 37 to Bridges and Zion, and then do 32 to Whitehead. Round 1 against the Knicks. We should sweep, or at least win in 5, and we sweep them. There we go. We move on to round 2 as Trey Young averaged 15.5 assists in those 4 games. Derek Whitehead! Is he our best player? That's why I'm glad we moved Desmond Bane. We freed Derek. Now we're taking on Detroit in round 2, who have a sick backcourt of Cade and Ivy. They got Cody Williams, brother of J-Dub, Miles Bridges, Jalen Duren, Asor Thompson, Keontae George, Dennis Schroeder. Let's see if we win game 1. We do by 32 points. Mikal, Zion, Claxton at 26 and 12. This team is too good. But we do lose game 2 by 1. Oh, that's unfortunate. Don't lose game 3. You gotta be kidding me. 2K, don't do this to me. All right, game number 4. Don't go down 3-1. All right, we tied up 2-2. Whew, Zion with 32. Like, Zion should just be feasting against Miles Bridges. He should be. Game 5, we win. All right, by 1. Oh, my goodness. Game 2, Pistons win 137-136. We win game 5, 137-136. So they currently made a switch. They got a Sword Thompson there in the starting 5. Let's win in 6. There we go. Boom. We win by 7. We advance here to the conference finals to take on the Indiana Pacers. Arguably the 2 best passing guards in the league. Trey Young versus Tyrese Halliburton. They have Donovan Mitchell at the 2. Mark Williams there at the 5. Steve Reynolds, Lou Dort, DJ Wagner, Zubats, Cam Johnson, Trey Lyles. Here's Cam Johnson, man. He's spent time in Memphis from the Desmond Bane trade. Now he's in Indiana. Game 1 goes to Indiana by 1. All right, I'm sick and tired of losing by 1 point. Game 2, we lose by 12. Don't do this to me. Game 3, we're alive. We're alive. We win by 12 as Derek Whitehead, man, 29 points. He goes 5 for 10 from downtown. Don't go down 3-1. Let's go. We're alive. We win by 11 again. Are we going to win? 3 unanswered. Come on. Wow. Nembhard, 7 and 8 in 14 minutes. That's actually really good. He's averaging 12 assists per 36 in the playoffs. Game 5, we have won 3 in a row. We win by 15 points. Mikal with 32. Trey with 18 assists. He's got almost 14 in the playoffs. Halliburton has 10 in the playoffs. Game 6 goes to the Nets. We win 4 unanswered. Trey Young is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He averaged 22 basically in 14. Luka in the West. Come on, these 2 guys were traded for each other on draft night. Luka versus Trey in the 2028 NBA Finals. They have a cool team of Luka, PG, Johnson, Randall, Derek Lively, Jarris Walker, DeRozan, Hardy, Kyra Lewis, and Vince Drew off the bench. All right, here we go. Game 1 against Dallas. We end up losing. All right, we were down what? 2-0 or 2-1 against Indiana. I think we were down 2-0, right? Lost game 1, lost game 2. So not too worried yet because we win game 2 right there by 26 points. Trey Young with 17 assists. There we go. Game 3, we win. Come on, but we just dropped 155 on their heads. 155. Let's win game 4, please. We're up 3-1. Let's go. We blow them out by 42. 42. This team is too good. Let's win the NBA Finals. That's what I'm freaking talking about. This one took a minute, but we got it done. Trey Young, who I was going to give up on, gives me 17 assists in the NBA Finals. He's your Finals MVP. Let's go, man. I was going to be so pissed if I didn't win a championship with this team, given how good it is. We had 4 20-point-per-game scorers in the playoffs. Shout out to Derek Whitehead's development, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Brooklyn Nets rebuild here in NBA 2K24. This team is going to have an interesting future. I'm a little bit worried about it, so we'll see how they look throughout the 2024 season. Drop a like if you guys do enjoy the rebuilds. I love you guys. Let me know in the comments which team we should rebuild next, and I'll catch y'all on that one. Peace.